them like the elector bucket fishies. My little round fishies. Wait, why is it not making little noises? Chatfish, is that actually working anymore? Hello and welcome back, Chatfish, to another stream with me, Kim, and you, the Chatfish. Today, we're just hanging out, as I've got another fucking fever coming on. It's the cycle that never ends, chat. It never ends. And I'm sorry, I didn't start the stream when I said I would. I stood up and I walked to the kitchen and I started thinking about stuff. And I had this amazing idea for the next, like the story arc on how to do something. And like, oh my God, it's like, I can't spoil it, but like, holy shit. Holy shit. I forget that we are working on something so fucking cool sometimes. Sometimes I forget that we're working on literally fire. Like, oh my God. So I was like thinking about stuff. And I was thinking about like the science fiction part of my setting. And I realized something about ship combat that blew my mind. You're going to see it probably like episode 3 or something. Because I was thinking about the draft for it. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't think about something before. And I'm like, holy shit, that's fucking cool. I can't really spoil it because it'd be spoilers, but it's one of those things where, like, I fucking forgot about that. And then I realized that I wrote that. And then I'm like, oh my God, I wrote that? And then I had, like, this huge revelation that, like, the Echoes of the Second Age series was actually happening. And I'm like, holy shit, that's so cool. I always wanted to tell the story about like what happened during the Second Age. And then I'm like, holy shit, we're actually doing that. Then it all dawned on me that I've been working on it for like a couple months now. And like, I'm so hopeful that we'll have the audio version this month. Like, I am fucking, my fingers and toes are crossed so hard, you have no idea. If it's not ready this month, I think I'm gonna fucking end it, chat. Like, I'm just gonna end it. I just need it. I need it. I need it. It's the only thing I want in my life anymore. I want episode 1. I want all of the episodes of season 1, to be honest, of the miniseries thing. But like, I'll be just happy with episode 1 for now. Like, I am willing to be patient. I am willing to be patient. I have been patient all my life. I have waited for great things to happen. Well, actually, no, I haven't waited for great things to happen. I work on them. But then the sucky part is I finish my work and then I fucking sit there and I wait because there's nothing else for me to do. That's what sucks about being the writer. Like, oh my God, being the writer kind of sucks. Like, yeah, you get to write fire and stuff, right? But like, did what? You write it and then you have to wait for like the art and shit and everybody else to make the parts for it. And you know what that's like? It's fucking torture. Probably because I have a fever right now, is why I'm so agitated. But it's one of those things. There's Chumpus. Chumpus. Chumpus, Chumpus. Speak. Speak, boy, speak. Yeah. Who's a good little
No.
chatfish? Who's a good little chatfish? You're a good little chatfish. You know you are. You fuck. So yeah, that's what my life has been right now. Why are you not in bed recovering from sickness? Because we haven't made today's goal. There's no sleepy time until we make today's goal and comfortably exceed it, at the very least. And if we don't exceed it, then we continue to stream until we, reach the 8-hour threshold and, we see what happens. But we gotta make revenues because the studio needs money. I don't know why I have to explain this. I shouldn't have to explain this. It's obvious why I'm streaming, because if I don't, we don't make revenue. If we don't make revenue, we don't feed team members, and then we don't make money. And we don't make money, we literally don't make anything. That, like, money is literally what makes the world go round. Like, it's literally the fuel source for developing or creating things with team members. Without it, you have no fuel to burn, which you can't produce anything. Like, I mean, you could, right? Like, I could just make a book. And I think it would be pretty damn good. But the issue is I don't want to make a book. I want to make a video game, and I want to make, like, more ambitious types of media. Yeah, I could make a book. Yeah, we could make a book easily. We could make several. In fact, if we were making books, we probably would have pumped out like a couple already. But here's the thing. I have no doubt that they'd be successful. But the issue is that I don't want a book. I want a video game because I've always wanted to make a video game. And then I want to tie my writing skills to that video game so that it has the writing and quality of the work I produce. I have no idea why I'm on this tangent right now, but that is what we're talking about. Also, I found something super cool that you guys are going to think is neat. And you're going to be like, Kim, you're so cool for finding this. I did. I didn't get it during the stream, but I saw this on Twitter when I was checking Twitter and seeing what chatfishes were doing. And check this shit out. It's called Starship Troopers Ultimate Bug War. And honestly, it's coming in early access 2026. But it looks more promising than the Starship Troopers Extermination game. Mostly because it's a single-player retro game. So let's just watch the trailer, let the game speak for itself. And I'll stream my screen for Chumpus, because Chumpus can't see shit.
Correct.
Chumpus is fat. He's a fat little Chumpus. Say it. Say it. I'm a fat little Chumpus. A chubby,
That's hurtful.
chubby wubby, chubby. Chubby wubby. Chubby catfish. I was in the kitchen earlier, and while I was making this onion ring burger, and you know what sucks? I tried to eat it. I have taken like 3 bites, and I can't eat anymore because I get nauseous. And so now it's cold and sad looking. And I'm not hungry. Like, I feel genuinely full. And so here we are. That's where we are. We are full, and I have no room for more food. I had a little bite of burger, and now my tummy hurts. Okay, yeah, then we're going to watch this trailer. Check this shit out. This game looks cool.
Hi, I'm General Johnny Rico, and I want to thank you for doing your part by tuning into this broadcast. Are you thinking about starting on the road to citizenship? This game will test your mettle and make sure you have what it takes to really give those bugs hell.
Would you like to know more?
So yeah, that's all there is, by the way. It's a little retro game, a retro styled game, styled in like the old, like, you know, low poly, low res style. And it looks pretty good. Like, there's a couple key characteristics I noticed about it. One, the bugs are 3D. But two, it looks like the Starship Troopers are actually 2D. But I'm not entirely sure. There's one right there. He might be 3D, but I think he's 2D. Either way, ignoring whether he's 2D or 3D or not, one thing that's interesting is allied NPCs, because there is a part of the gameplay footage that has NPCs highlighted with little markers. You can kind of make them out right there. He's got a little marker. So I think you actually play as like a squad commander maybe, which is actually a really cool concept if you actually do. And like there's little troopers that follow you around. You'll see it in like some of the pictures. And they got the Johnny Rico dude, Jeff Van Dyke. No, his name is not called Jeff Van Dyke. Oh my god, what is his name? Fuck, it's Van Deed. Something. Van Beeds. Oh my god, I can't remember. Extermination that won't run like dog shit? Yeah, it's single player. Casper Van Dien, not Deeb. Okay. So that's like the thing. So it looks really nice. Let's watch the trailer one more time. So we're going to turn down the audio so we can look at the gameplay. We'll just analyze it real quick. Oh, God. Oh, I coughed up so much phlegm. And now it's already, like, back in my lungs again. Man, I had a huge coughing fit before this started. And now we're back to square one, man. It's like I didn't make any progress. Oh, my God, no, Steve! I want to look at it in detail, because there was actually a lot to break down in this gameplay footage. Also, I found some disturbing things when we ended the stream. Very disturbing things. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so let's rewind that a bit. Yeah, so that trooper right there, He's obviously 2D. He is obviously 2D. He's a 2D sprite. Okay? That's not bad or anything. That's just interesting. It means that they can probably handle a lot of troopers and a lot of bugs on screen. And should have pretty good performance, all things considered. Yeah, that is a 2D dude. Yep, look at that. Look at that. He has different angled frames. There we go. Yep, see, look at that snap. He snapped to shooting. That is a 2D sprite. Yep, there was no transition animation. It is a 2D sprite. Okay, I confirmed my suspicions, plus it looks flat there. That's probably to help with performance. The bugs are 3D, so the troopers are going to be 2D, so sort of like, Doom. The bugs got lots of blood, guts, and splatters on the ground. Looks very good. A lot of environments that are very Clendathu-esque, but it is nice that they refreshingly have some other stuff going on here. We got a war-torn city that's been overrun by the bugs. So they're going to actually go outside of the Clendathu stuff. Though most of the other stuff, again, this looks like Clendathu here. You got that sort of like Night Op from the first movie. Clendathu Trap is a badass track. We also got what I assume is the movie universe's version of the Marauder suit right here. So this must be like the Mecha Marauder from that. They got a chainsaw blade and a machine gun, which is pretty cool. You can also see little markers right here, these blue little tags. Those blue tags are allied troopers. And you can see him right there. Look at his little face. He's smiling. He's like, hey, how you doing? I hope you're having a good day over there. And you're like, yep, me too. Oh, the gun's got some blood textures on it. The hand notably doesn't have any blood textures. That could be a slight touch-up that they might want to address there. Just so that matches. Because the hand should probably, if the weapon models have blood on it, odds are your model, whatever parts of your model you can see, should probably have some blood splatters on them as well. Yes, they are definitely sprites. Oh my god, look at them. They are gorgeous. They look like little toys, don't they? So yeah, it looks pretty cute as like a retro style shooter. And they got the nuke grenade. I'm wondering what the replayability will be of this and how the mission feel and loop will be. But yeah, it seems like there's like you got a rocket launcher, you got a mech, you got a shotgun, we got the classic Merida, which is a bullpup, fucking disgusting. We got an LMG with a dual drum mag. We got, I thought we saw the modified. Yes, we saw the modified Merida marksman version. Yeah, right there. So you got the marksman version as well. And I also saw that some of the Starship Trooper sprites had the Merida Mark IIs, I think they're called. These sprites look like they are using based on that barrel there, that's the Merida Mark I. Yep, that is the Merida Mark I. You can see that sprite over there. Rehearse. Yep, that is the more classic Merida. And I think earlier in the footage here, we also saw a later stage. So we're probably going to go through the various stages of the war. It would be cool to see them do it like an expanded universe and show off the... Fuck! I hate Steam things so much. It would be cool if they showed the expanded universe with the skitties and stuff like that. And like you have to fight the skitties and then the skitties become our allies. That would be cool. That's like something for whatever reason the movie one dropped. For whatever reason, which was kind of like, okay, I mean, you guess you can. No! Don't do this to me. Damn it. It is a Merida Mark II. I can tell. I'm a wise and powerful kid. There it is, right there. Yep. That right there has got the bulbous form of the Merida Mark II. I think it's called the Merida Mark II. So they do have the later stages, and the sprites have different variations of weapons too, based on this footage here. So that's interesting. Beyond that, there's not a whole lot to really dissect here. Get it? Dissect because bugs. Haha. We have the standard arachnid warrior. We've got the flyer bug. We've got an interesting bug here that I'm not familiar with. It's like a little spitter bug, I think. We got the hoppers. Yup. And then you got the classic boom boom bugs. Mortar bugs or whatever the fuck they're called. Yeah, that's all we can really see for now. But yeah, the idea of having like allied little NPCs makes you feel like you're part of the mobile infantry. At least for the movie. Because the movie, like, there's just swarms of humans fighting, which is, not quite what Starship Troopers was about, but, the movie adaptation is fun. Even if it is incredibly unfaithful to the book. But that's okay. So yeah, Oh, wow. Look at this. That's curious. Chatfish is already slapping it on their wish list. Good, Chatfish. Yes. Only 3 of you? Wow. Looks like I'm not really a true influencer. Kib canceled. That's okay. That's cringe. So let's go through the
What's it called
deets.
again?
It's called Starship Troopers Ultimate Bug War. It's being developed by Auroch Digital and published by Dotemu. Dotemu is notable for publishing other, looks like indie, or not indie, but AA style games like something called Absolum, which I don't recognize. That's a bigger name title. Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Metal Slug Tactics. Wonder
That
Boy.
game.
And Pharaoh New Era. Oh yeah, this one. I played this. Turtle Shredder's Revenge. TMNT. So yeah, a lot of smaller titles. A lot of more littler games. And they even have control of Heroes of Might Magic 3 HD edition for whatever reason. At least on Steam. Oh no. They're the ones publishing the next Battlestar Galactica video game. I suppose we should look at it. Though, to be frank, I don't have high hopes for it. Or who knows? You know what? Who knows? Let's give it a chance. Let's give it a chance. Let's give war a chance. Okay, we'll give war a chance, Kim. Okay, it's like a low-res style. Those sprites are terrible. Or those character models. At least that one was. What the fuck? Hold up. I gotta back that up. I'm sorry. What was that? She looked like she had some sort of, like, horrific bird on her face. What the fuck is wrong with her face? Dia Coheed? What the fuck? It looks like she fucking got melted. What the hell? Let me Google this. Let me check. Quality Aquaria. Is that actually canon? Let's Google this shit. Google, come here. Battlestar Galactica.
You're gonna touch Google in all kinds of ways.
Battlestar Galactica. Her name was what? Dia Coheed. Dia Coheed. There is no such character named Dia Coheed. There's real people with the name Dia Coheed in real life. Okay, she just looks like an abomination against God. What the fuck is wrong with her? Did she actually get burned in some sort of battle or something? There's something horribly wrong with her face. Oh my god. Like, look at
The
her
AI
face.
messed up when rendering the face.
Like, what is wrong with her face? Oh my god. Like,
But
her
more
eye looks
importantly,
deformed.
Gibbs,
What?
Sturmrat donates $25 on
Thank you for the
Stream
donation.
Elements. Do not hold us at ransom. Rest your tiny little head. Hashtag New Year's. Hashtag cookie. Hashtag fit. Hashtag raid of those smelly fitness panties. Hashtag regret for typing that.
Yeah, I bet.
Hashtag cheese. Hashtag kibbles on dem noobles. How many words do I have left? Where is my creativity? Oh god, did I peak at 23?
God damn it, Sternbrat, you little tard. And thank you for your generous donation. But I gotta stream today. Because it's important to maintain the stream schedule for habit. Because if you fall out of habit, it's hard to get back into it. So if I could just limp through my illness and then just, even if we don't make the daily, I will stop streaming at 8 p.m. Don't worry about it, chat. Don't donate if
Now,
you don't got money for it. Don't worry about it.
technically, the New Year's thumbnail has closed. However, he hasn't started it yet, so I will slide Sturmrat onto it.
Good. Look at that. See how reasonable we are? See how negotiable we are? Based. I do like this low-res style. That character I'm not a big fan of. She looked absolutely terrifying. But this is pretty cool. You got, like, these sprites here, which is actually a nice art style. Trust no one, because they could be Squylons. Okay, so the combat system. Okay, it's sort of like CIC abstracted. Gotcha. Wait, they had laser beams? I don't remember them laser beams in the fucking show. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure. But who knows? Maybe it will be fun. I'll put it on my wish list just to
Raiders
be.
bearing 447, Karam 225, Viper, Wolf, adopt defensive formation.
They're targeting us!
How long till we can fracking jump?
I'm sorry, I love it when they say fracking.
Status report.
Extensive damage to our hull. Civilian ships hit. 80 dead, injured still counting. This Cylon encounter was the deadliest so far.
Start repairs immediately and allocate
Those characters
as many
look
resources
adorable.
as we can to the civilian ships.
Maybe it's just
Commander,
rendered
we're out of
weird.
scrap. We need to start scavenging. Shall we send someone to a nearby wreckage?
Do it. What else?
The workers want scrap from us, but can we really afford it, Commander?
Negative. Repairs come first. Lieutenant.
Relations
what about
deteriorated with
ammunition?
the workers.
We used up our last nuke in this fight.
We had to. The Galactica is still many jumps away. Check abandoned military convoys nearby.
Okay, they're not the Galactica. It says the Callisto, I
Commander,
think.
the R&D department requests scrap to upgrade our hangar bay.
We're barely able to repair our hull right now. Denied.
What about the med bay? They can't keep up with all the injured.
You're right. Give them what they need.
Okay, I might give this game a
Commander,
chance. This
the
looks
workers
kind
are
of cute.
refusing to cooperate. Now's not a good time for a strike.
Just kill him.
Open negotiations. We can't have them turn on us.
Oh my god, you can force them
Raiders
back to work.
contact, Cylons approaching.
That's funny.
Action stations. Deploy all squadrons. Start FTL calculations now. Raptor, stand close.
That
by.
is a
Viper,
different
head for the
interpretation of a
Raider. Don't
Cylon
let
ship,
them
isn't
get
it?
close. Wolf, I want you to focus on the snipers.
Very sloopy looking.
Keep our nukes on standby. We'll use them if it comes down to it. We've survived until now, and we'll survive until we rejoin the Galactica. So say we all.
The voice acting was a bit special. It looks kind of like a mobile game, but I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. Wait, was that it?
Raiders bearing 447.
Oh, that was it.
Karam
Yeah, because I watched 2 trailers. I was kind of wanting to look at more. Yeah, it sort of reminds me of your classic, like, AA games. I mean, it's from a AA publisher. So what's the synopsis of this here little Vijima game? So they do have the Galactica. Okay, so the Jupiter class is there. Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes, which is honestly just not the most amazing name ever, to be brutal with you. Scattered Hopes. My hopes are scattered, chat. I'm so sad. The Cylons were created by man. They were created to make life easier. But then they became stupid and started attacking goddamn toasters. That's fair. Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes is a story-rich tactical roguelite with hard choices and intense space battles. You are a Gunstar captain, leading a fleet of survivors escaping the Cylon fleet's devastating onslaught on humankind. Admiral Adama has called you for you to rejoin humanity's last hope, the Battlestar Galactica. Prepare, fight, and survive. All costs, so say we all. Then it says deep fleet management. What is wrong? That lady's face is so fucking messed up. Oh my god. Like, maybe she is a bird scar victim. Like, oops. You know, Jesus. I mean, I guess. Maybe, you know, the atomic bomb she was on Caprica would have got nuked and survived somehow. She's like, bro,
Well,
I'm
we
fucking
can hope.
melted.
I hope it's extremely painful.
Jesus. Like, she's like, bro, I got tuberculosis pretty bad. Can you help? And you're like, sorry. You're dead. Deep fleet management. As you navigate different planets and galactic points of interest, Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes will test you with challenging dilemmas, from allocating dwindling resources to managing divergent factions, which interests on board each crisis will push you to make hard choices, including identifying imposters that may already be among your ranks. The Cylons. Ooh.
The Psy babies.
The skin jobs, as they call them, those toasters in disguise. They could be anywhere, be anyone. The Cylons will close in with each action you take. Prioritize your crew's actions wisely. Prepare for the inevitable fight to come. Intense real-time space battles. The Cylon fleet overwhelmingly outnumbers you. Each encounter is a fight for survival. Engage in high-risk tactical battles while defending your fleet to give it time to complete its calculations for the FTL jump to the next sector. Deploy your squadrons, ready your nuclear missiles, and utilize tactical pause as you plan and direct your attacks. You won't come out of these battles unscathed. Whether you suffer costly damages to your ship, hull, or lose a squadron, you will find that some sacrifices are necessary to ensure the fleet's survival. No two runs are the same. As you progress, you will discover new ways to improve the brutal odds of survival, unlocking unique Gunstar fleets, squadrons, Gunstar fleets. Gunstar's smaller ships, I can't remember.
I know like nothing about the setting.
And crucial meta upgrades, which combined with rich potential, narrative design, and Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes, will let you shape your unique journey towards survival with each run. Okay, so it's basically like one of those roguelite survival management sort of strategy games with the Battlestar skin. And it's being published by the little AA publisher Dotemu. Published by them and being developed by AltShift. So it's a small little team. So, I mean, for what it is, it's actually kind of a cute and quaint and novel concept. Turning the Battlestar Galactica formula of a fleet on the run into a tactical sort of risk management game. That has its appeal. I also like the different artistic interpretation of the Cylons. They look very different in this rendition, though. Like, what the heck is that? Like, what actually is that? Look at that thing. What is that, Chumpus? It's a Blitzer class frigate? I've never heard of that.
It's... Huh.
Viper Mark IIs.
I do see what chat was seeing, though, with it saying it looks like a mobile game.
Yep. I mean, look at the bright, low-res art. Admiral Adama. Look, iconic character. This is Admiral Adama speaking. I'm not going to look at you, but I'm an anime character now. Well, actually, I think the Cylons are pretty hot, says Adama, adjusting his glasses. I find they're very sexy. He's like, what the fuck, Adama? He's got a crazy chat. He's lost his goddamn mind. Oh, there's another trailer then here that they hid. It's more cinematic. It's got to have copyright music in it with a vocal orchestral thing going on. Okay, so they do have bass stars in it. I find it strange that this setting still gets video games. I kind of always thought that this setting was just sort of forgotten.
I like how they're just using the music from the trailer for the show.
Damn, there goes the ad revenue. I mean, might as well. That's by McGarry or whatever the fuck his name is. He's a really fucking good composer. One of the top tier ones out of the market. Yeah, that's him. It's his drums. A novel concept. I'm curious to know how the gameplay loop holds up. Because for me, like, it really depends on the price of this game. The price point, right? If it's like $20 or so, I think that'd be fair. But if it's like 40 or 50 or whatever, like, oh, I don't know. Let's just take a look at Dotemu's published games and see what they currently are priced at. 25. That one was a bit overpriced. 30. Jesus. 25. 20. Okay, so the general ballpark for their games seem to be around a 30 to 20 price range, with them dropping for older titles to $7 to $6. Okay, so they don't seem to charge, you know, out the cheeks for it, so to speak. From what I'm seeing here. And they're also publishing both games, by the way. So that's interesting. Polymathy donates $5 saying, should we make kids play Caves of Quad? Man, mobile games have gotten so good if we were calling this mobile games, chat. Like, mobile games used to... Like, last time I played a mobile game, guys, it didn't look like this. It looked like Clash of Clans. Alright? It didn't have 3D graphics. Like, sometimes forget how powerful mobile games is. And how advanced they are becoming. It genuinely impresses me.
The main thing that hasn't changed, though, for mobile games is
They're usually
dog shit
shovelware.
controls.
Shovelware
That
and
too.
trash. Polly.5 say, should we make kids play Caves of Quad? Sometimes to see his reactions to how things work. It's up to you if Chatfish want to fun, whatever Caves of Quad is. It's got a very silly name. Guild Wars
It's
Reforged,
one of
Prophecies, Sandwich, and Cooking Kibs. Thank you for your donation.
it's Caves of Wood is one of those
Wood.
games that it's
It's a bracket game, isn't it? It sounds like a bracket game. Or one of those
it's
fucking
kind of
ASCII
Dwarf
games.
Fortressy for graphics. So
Ooh.
yeah.
Ooh. I mean, if you want, chat, I'm just warning you that I always think those ASCII games, or whatever you call them, are like, I don't think they're very good. Like, when I tried Dwarf Fortress, like, I'm sure Chatfish like it. Some Chatfish like it. But for me, it's not a game for me, chat. It's okay if you like it. Like, that's great. Man, I really wish I could eat more of that onion ring burger I made. But, like, I am not hungry in the slightest, dudes. I'm actually sad about that. I made this, and I'm just going to be throwing this in the garbage. I'm sad. I might try nibbling on it later. I just can't eat anything. I'm at that stage
Well,
where I just can't fucking eat.
yeah. Just nibble and then
Nibble, nibble.
nibble. Nibble like a chatfish
Look, I
does.
forced myself to take 3 bites of it. Because after I took the first bite, I was immediately not hungry. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of being sick. I'm sick of being hungry and then making food and then nibbling on it and then just be like, I don't want this. Like that tomato soup that I threw away pretty much. Oh my God, what a waste. Oh my God. We got to get out of this stage of being L chat. We got to get strong. I need you to start worshiping me to give me your power, chat. Because I'm a deity, obviously. So by you worshiping me, it generates me mana points, which I can use to make spells and stuff. I'm making up the mechanics how we go. Just you still there for black and white. Shut the fuck up, you little shit. That's how it should work. So yeah, Dotemu. They're publishing 2 games of interest. I'm more interested in the Starship Troopers game, but I'm also tacitly interested in the Battlestar Galactica game. I like the ships of Battlestar Galactica. I like parts of Battlestar Galactica. I just really, 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 really did not like the melodrama. Did not like the melodrama. Oh my God. Oh my God. I just can't stand the melodrama. Captain Adama, or Admiral Adama, I'm the president, and I say that of the 13 colonies, or 12 colonies, or whatever, and you need to agree with me. You're not agreeing with me, and I'm going to throw a hissy fit and threaten you, but I don't have any power, but I'm going to threaten you. And the Adama's like, oh my fucking God, I fucking hate my life. That was pretty much the storyline for that show. Adama just being tired of living. He's like, fuck. Like, everyone just keeps second guessing me
To
all
be
the
fair,
goddamn time.
he did get shot pretty early on.
He did. Turn on second chapter.
I did not agree bench, but Vulpus did.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I want to eat those onion rings, but I can't. I'm not hungry.
Also, you need to turn on my other chatfish from before, and you need to turn on another harlot.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That spells harlot for you and me. H, B, C, D, E, F, G. H. H. What letter is H? A, B, C, D, E, F. Harlot. There he is. And your name is Rapier. Rapier Kabigawa. And Grudge Budja is G. Grudge Budja. Grudge Budja Candy. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There. Alphabet is hard. But yeah, those look neat. Okay, so for the bad news. So immediately, after having a little bit of hope and trying to be positive, I found something that's kind of concerning. And so we're going to look at it together. Together, forever, my fishies.
Also, chat, we are $29.25 away from the daily. And there is now several people waiting in line for Chatfish charity.
Where to put
we are
the
$9.01 away from funding another.
Oh my God, did I close it? I'm going to kill myself, Chad. I fucking closed it, didn't I? Because I'm a fucking idiot. Oh my God, I actually closed the link. Why would I do that? Oh my God, why? Oh, I do this all the time.
Well, Kibbs tries to get his link back up. You know, it happens to the best of us, you know. You just can't get it up, chat.
Where the fuck is it? Oh.
So, you have limited time, chat, to get on Chivalry 2. For those of you who are unaware of it, I can show you what Chivalry 2 is tonight, after stream. But you have limited time because I will assign that soon.
Okay, where was it? I think this is it. Kinda. So I learned some things because I did more digging. So, chat bitches, come here. Like, okay, Kim. So, the one thing I didn't fully read, because I did a lot of research in the previous stream. We did pretty damn good coverage of Medieval 3. But there were some things I missed because I was sick. So, the first thing and the most notable thing that I missed was this fucking article here. I read every other article except this one. And this one carries stuff in it that's slightly concerning to me. So, the War Core game engine. Every new era, Total War starts with the foundations for our core technology team. Blah, blah, blah. When we looked at the lineup for future, blah, blah, blah. Basically, stuff about that. Total War, groundbreaking new capabilities, cutting edge systems, blah, 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 blah. Bunch of blah, blah, blahs. And then for the first time in franchise history, Warcore opens the door for future Total War titles to launch on PlayStation and Xbox. This is critical. This is terrible. This is horrible. This is not good. This is beyond not good. This is kill myself. I'm genuinely just
I
gonna
missed
fucking in it.
missed all this, so that I hear Medieval 3 on a new engine, and it's not an Unreal Engine?
No, it was never going to be on a real engine. What the fuck? Why would anybody say be on real engine? Chatfish are
I had
stupid.
no.
There was
I
some
kn- no,
dumbass
Kibbs.
chatfish saying that it was going to
When
be
I
on a real.
when I was told it's on a new engine, my immediate thought was, "Oh, good, another company to switching to Unreal."
Why the fuck? They literally can't switch to Unreal. Unreal literally can't make Total War.
And the reason I thought that is because that's the fucking standard these days. Is they
Yeah.
abandon their in-house for
They-
Unreal.
Okay, Creative Assembly literally can't do it. So like, yeah. So like, okay, where was I? Because this is the part where my optimism immediately just got snuffed out. Because the big problem I have with this is that if you make Total War Medieval 3 for consoles, it will inherently be the worst Total War. Because no matter how many cool other features you add, the fact that you made it for consoles means that you're going to make the game worse for the rest of us for the sake of console players. And who knows? Maybe this Warcore engine is magical and I'm going to be wrong. But based on evidence from every other strategy game in the history of ever, anytime this is done, this has been an unmitigated disaster. Every time. So this right here is such a fucking red flag. Holy shit. The fact that I missed that in the first stream, I'm bashing my head against the wall. This one line here. I read every other thing except this fucking thing here. That line there is terrible. As if I don't yeah, I don't care. I don't care about that. Blah 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 blah. Video game blah blah blah. Yeah, so like, oh my god. You cannot make Total War for consoles. Here, let me rephrase that. You can make Total War for phones. You can. And you could theoretically make Total War for consoles, yes. But they must first and foremost be prioritized for PC. If they mean that they're going to have Feral Interactive port their new games to console, and Feral Interactive be in charge of porting, just like they were with the mobile games, then whatever. It's not going to be that bad. But if they mean that, oh no, the priority is that it's going to be made for console first, or even as a consideration, no. Feral Interactive is very skilled. Feral Interactive can figure it out. I trust them. They're smart fuckers. They know what they're doing. So they're an excellent porting team with a fantastic fucking track record. So if they want to have Feral handle the porting side of that, and that's just like, okay, the engine just makes it possible to port those platforms, that's fine. Then there's actually not an issue. Because it's Feral's problem, and that's literally their specialty. But if it's not, if it isn't, if it's actually the primary team doing this, then we're fucked. We are so beyond fucked, chat. It's so Chatfish over now. We were so Chatfish back 5 seconds ago, and now it's Chatfish over. All right? Like, that's what's going to happen. Like, that is unironically going to happen. We'll find out. We'll find out. But that's where we're standing. Ooh, that's where we're standing. So we're going to have to wait and see. Man, I really hope my theory is correct and it's Feral Interactive in charge of porting. Because then, you know what? Not a big deal. But if it ain't, fuck.
Did you read
Genuine.
Polly's donation?
Polly donates $5, says, I was the one that joked about Medieval 3 on Unreal 5. Still looking forward to hearing about their new attempt to meet the wider audience. I don't believe they've ever said that. I'm not sure if you're putting words in their mouth or if they actually wrote wider audience anywhere. Because I read the articles and I haven't seen wider audience anywhere. The only thing I've seen that's alarming or red flag for me, particularly, is this, where the highlighted section. And for the first time in franchise history, Warcore opens the door for future Total War titles to launch on PlayStation and Xbox. Depth and tactical mastery, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Like, that is the thing that is a red flag for me. Again, I'm going to be kind of dismissive, guys, chat, if you make donations and just make shit up, because I'm just going to ignore it. Mostly because I kind of want to stay topical to factual. Because I genuinely care. I know it's rare, but I know you don't, but I do care.
Polly says they never said anything about wider audience so far. And I didn't hear anyone say about Unreal, to clarify. Like, I just, when I heard that, because I was DM'd, oh, it's a new engine,
But
that was my first thought.
the other new thing that that we didn't get in the previous stream that I'm going to catch in this was the last thing here. And it was the FAQ. That's the last thing that we missed. So we're going through the FAQ and then we're done. I can't believe it. I was so thorough. I even researched the individuals and everything. Show got membered? Yes, she did. Shabo got gobboed. Gobbo. What is the release date? Shut your little whore mouth. And thank you for gifted memberships, you fancy little whore. He's like, eee.
I did not hit Juan VFT or Hugo Fugi.
Well, there's closer to being hit now. Now, Polly will be beaten to death after stream. He's like, no. What is the release date? To be honest, chat, I don't care. And also that I can answer that one already. They don't know. Like, it's too early. Okay, next question. How often will you be communicating about development? Now, this part we do want to read just to make sure. We plan to share updates roughly every quarter. Again, quarterly updates. Game development complex things, giving you clear game. We already know that. What feature, map, details, and gameplay can you share at this point? Nope, nothing important there. We already read that. Will sieges feature in this game? Yes. We'll share more details about them, but we see them as an essential component of medieval warfare. The fact that that's even a question makes me want to blow my brains out. Will this game use the new Warcore engine? Yes. This will be the first historical Total War game built on the Warcore engine. Let's hope Warcore isn't Warscape bad, you know? Oh my god. Unlocking new possibilities to bring the medieval era to life in ways never seen before. Blah, blah, blah. How can I keep up to date with the development? Literally just looking at the community hub. Like, that's the only way we can know. Will this game have a blood pack? No. We want to immerse you into an authentic recreation of the Middle Ages, so blood will play a key role in making the period feel appropriate and authentic. Holy shit.
Wait.
They're not nickel and diming us for blood. The blood gore will be included.
I'm even more worried now.
My god. Creative Assembly might actually be making a good game. Just like,
Are they seeing the writing on the wall and realize they can't afford to piss off their fans anymore?
I actually genuinely hope Total War Medieval 3 blows me away, dude. Like, I you know that fucking meme with Gordon Freeman of Hopium? I wish I could have that for Medieval 3. Like, edit Aerith in fucking a medieval outfit, like with her arms outstretched and a needle jabbed into herself, and it says Hopium. And behind her is a picture of Medieval 3. That's Aerith right now, right? Like, just fucking on the medieval Hopium. I want to believe. I want to believe, man. So bad. I want to believe. Medieval 3 is like literally the game I've wanted for fucking ever in my life, man. Oh my god. Oh, I'm on Hopium. I need this. I need this to be good. And if it isn't good, Chatfish, it's over. I'm going to just be depressed. Like, it doesn't
back to Medieval 2.
Yeah, literally, I'm just gonna be sad. Like, I like Medieval 2, but like, oh my god, I played Medieval 2 to like a death. Like, I would just want a new game. I want a new game that's good. Okay, next up.
I really hope they don't pull the shit that they've been trying to pull with other historical games of trying to rewrite history a little bit.
Yes, the one thing that was concerning with me was the amount of women on the trailer. Now, the only reason why I was particularly concerned with that wasn't the fact that there were women on the trailer. It concerns me because of something that happened in the past with Creative Assembly. Creative Assembly, a long while ago, made an update for Rome 2 that increased the amount of female generals. And when people complained about the historical authenticity being ruined, Creative Assembly told them to go fuck themselves.
Yep.
That happened.
I believe it was they forced it to be 50-50 chance of anytime you get a general for it to be a man or woman.
Yeah, I mod that out. Or I don't know if they ever patched out, but the one thing I remember from that event was they basically told you to go fuck yourself.
But if they are going to go revisionist and do that stuff, we also probably would see them remove terms like crusade.
Well, I don't mind alternate history stuff. Like, I don't mind if you can actually, if I can customize my kingdom and make it like a different type of primogeniture or whatever, I don't mind. That's a customization option. I'm not against that. But if it's mandatory, that's what I'm not in for. The one thing that I was excited for is they mentioned the fact that you could actually change your governments, and that will affect things. Like, you could actually become a free city state, which is cool. Then I assume you could probably become a merchant republic as well. So you can convert your nation to different types of like government structures. That's cool. Super big fan of that. Big thumbs up from Kip. I just hope that it has a comprehensive like reform system where you have to reform your nation internally, and if you like fuck it up, it results in like a cool fucking civil war. Because that was one thing that I liked about Rome 2. Rome 2 had this system where different political parties would occupy different regions of your empire. And it was kind of cool, but it was very bare bones because you couldn't determine what provinces each dynasty or family would actually focus on owning or like internally. There was no real systems for it. It was a really cool idea, but it needed more expansion and it never got it. And it was a really big shame because that was one of my favorite parts about Rome 2 that actually made Rome 2 kind of redeemable in my eyes. Was that when you made a super big empire and you had a civil war, it felt natural because like a huge swath of your empire is rebelling and you got to put them down. And it's like a different family and stuff like that. That was cool. You know? I'm sure you guys remember that from Rome 2. We don't remember enough of Kib. It's like, damn. Morty Kibbs is here with what the fuck? Nuh-uh. I'm just saying we use Aerith as a mascot, okay? We need to dress Aerith up in the Medieval 2 cover art for the Little English King. Plank. Literally put her in that outfit and then have her do the fucking hopium pose with fucking, like, what you call it? Gordon Freeman. That's your homework. Yeah, because that'd be perfect. Oh my god. Like, when Medieval 3 launches, I swear to god, that's going to be the cover. That's the thumbnail. That's the thumbnail for Medieval 3 right now. I'm telling you right now. Medieval 3 is going to have Aerith with the Gordon Freeman meme of hopium wearing fucking English, like, king armor. Like, fucking soy jacket.
Give me a few minutes. I'll make an edit of that.
Polymathy noticed $5 says, for the record, I want Medieval 3 to be good, and I hope it will. I want it to be as well, but like in the back of my mind, the little voice tells me it's going to be bad. And I'm like, no, I don't want it to be bad. I want it to be good. I want Medieval 3 to be good, and I hope it will be. I want to fix the crusade. I want to fix the Crusades and the world. I'm just very cynical now. Yeah, that's fine. I'm sick, and I don't feel good, and I just want something, right? Because like that onion ring burger, it ain't gonna make me feel better. I took a nibble of that, and now I'm sad. And so now all I have left is Medieval 3. Onion ring burger failed. Medieval 3 is all I have left today. Medieval 3, please, just don't be ass. Don't be ass, man.
Is this going to be one of those CA, make a good game and my soul is yours?
Creative Assembly, make Medieval 3 good and my soul is yours. Gibbs ripping his shirt up, in the fucking middle of the night and in front of the Creative Assembly office. Lightning cracks in the background during heavy downpour rain. Creative Assembly, give me Medieval 3. Like, just freaking out. Pull a Jake and, like, scream, sponsor me. No, kidding. Don't want to be sponsored by them. Genuinely. I know what happened last time for other people. Oh. Will all future projects use War Core? All major future releases will use Warcore engine, but certain projects such as Total War 3 will continue to use the same engine. That's a no-brainer. They're not going to jump engines. That's not going to happen. Why didn't you upgrade the engine sooner? This is a good question. I'm curious to see what they say here. Total War runs on a custom engine, so upgrades are very resource intensive, which I do understand. We're building our own engine, and it's a big fucking process, involving major redevelopment and testing. Instead of rushing, we invested time to ensure the upgrade would deliver meaningful improvements without disrupting our teams and projects. So, what that means to me is that the reason why we haven't heard about another Total War game in a while is because they shifted all resources to the Warcore engine. Which, honestly, I'm all for. Honestly, I would rather them do that than pump out more half-baked Total Wars. Now we can wait and see if the Warcore engine actually is good. I mean, I really hope Warcore proves itself to be worthy. We'll find out. Why do you continue to use a proprietary engine? Okay, that's a stupid question, but I can imagine people asking. We continue to use a proprietary engine because it's tailored for the unique needs of Total War. It gives us full control over features, performance, scalability, and allowing us to create complex systems that define the series. Yes, they're absolutely the right for using their own custom engine. If I see anybody give Creative Assembly slack or tell them to switch to Unreal, I will be like the one pulling the rope, and the Creative Assembly will like look back like, what? There's Kibbs there pulling. And only because I do not want to see them like transition to like Unity or something. I'd rather die. Genuinely rather die. Like, could you imagine Total War on Unreal with ray tracing and fucking like just laggy ass fucking unoptimized shit running like Borderlands 4? Like fuck, oh my god, no. I just don't care. I'm done. Done with that shit. Why do you continue to use proprietary? I read that. Fuck, I'm so stupid. Will future games perform better? The new engine brings richer visuals and more dynamic gameplay systems, delivering noticeable improvements, while preserving the classic Total War style that fans know and love. Well, we have yet to see that. So that's one of those, like you say it, but until we see it, I don't know. Can't really know for certain. Do not give a shit about the Game Awards. However, there's one thing that's important to note. So the Game Awards, why do we care? Not about the Game Awards. Fucking sham that is. What time will the unannounced title be shown? So yes, there's an unannounced fantasy title that has yet to be revealed. Medieval 3 was part 1 of the reveal, which we know will take a couple years in development. Honestly, that's good. I don't want it anytime soon. If it takes a decade, and I'm 40 and you release Medieval 3, then so be it. Because if you just pump out another half-baked game, then I'll literally be dead by the time you make a good game again. You know what I mean? Like, it'll be over. Like, I'll just be a corpse. So I'd rather wait for one really great game than just get another garbage game, please. All right, so let's see. We don't have specific times we can share, but we encourage everyone to tune in to the events at 7:30 p.m. EST, 4:30 EST, excuse me, on December 11th. So December 11th, we're going to find out about the new Fantasy Total War. My money is on two things. It's going to be either Lord of the Rings, which would be probably the one it'll be. Yeah, it's going to be Lord of the Rings. And like, it's equal parts. Like, it could equally be a Warcraft one or a Game of Thrones one. Like, but I don't think it would be, to be honest. My money's on Lord of the Rings.
Potentially.
Yeah. And before anybody asks, what if it's a Warhammer 40k one? That would be the dumbest thing since I'd ever seen anything. Firstly, Total War doesn't adapt into sci-fi at all. Nor does it adapt well into modern combat fighting. But Kim, what about Fallen the Samurai? That's Victorian. Also, notably, that is on the cusp of the turning of the century, where line formation combat ceased to be a viable thing. What happens in a few decades after that? Oh, that's right, World War I. What happened there, Chad? Oh, I don't know. I guess trenches and machine guns. Yes, trenches and machine guns. Literally, the warfare ends. The most modern Total War they could make using Total War mechanics would be, and I would love to see this, guys. Oh, I would kill. Victoria Total War. like 18th century warfare all the way to like late game. The late game is just machine guns and nightmare artillery. That would be epic. I would fucking kill for fucking Victoria Total War. I want to play as the Zulus and get an achievement for taking London. Like that would be so funny. Could you imagine like a playing a Total War like game set in the Victorian age, playing as the Zulus and swarming over fucking European cities like Zulu? Oh my god, it would be so funny. It would be fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Fucking like Zulu naval invasions of America. Oh my god. I've got so many meme ideas for like campaigns. That'd be so fucking funny. I would shit myself. It would be funny as fuck. Talk about a hard achievement. Dead Glory donates $2. It says, Total War Cheeks better 5,000. Quotas Vic. Thank you for the donation. Also, good job, chat. We made today's goal and exceeded it by $33. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. And welcome to the stream, One Mysterious Guy, Schlumpsha, and other chat fishes, as well as Lone Wanderer Colin. Now, reminder, chat, before we continue, if you do not have your custom chatfish, remember, you still have time to apply for a charity fish, Colin. Colin, go to the Discord and DM Rapier and get yourself a charity chatfish so you can get on the end of the year banner. It'll be released for free in January. You can all download it as a wallpaper to show our appreciation to our wonderful community of chatfish. And that goes for you too, One Mysterious Guy and Schlumpsha, if you don't have chatfishes. I can't remember if you got onto it already. You should be good, Shikari. You got your chatfish this year. If you bought or received or were gifted a chatfish this year, you're good to go. And if you're worried that we might have missed you, that's okay. Just go ahead and reach out to us and we'll just double check the list. It doesn't hurt to double check. That's what we're here for, chat. We're here to back you up. We got you. We got you, little fishies. All right. So yeah, what do you guys think? What do you think the next hypothetical game is going to be, Chumpus? Next unannounced Total War.
Is it going to be a new one, like a new franchise? Did they actually specify that?
It says, what time will the unannounced title be showed? We just know.
What if it's Warhammer 4?
That would be fucking weird. Mostly because there's a lot of. That would be bad. That would be bad because they're doing the End Times expansion now apparently for Total War Warhammer 3, and that would literally spit in the face of the game they're making.
Age of Sigmar.
That would be not well received. They have to know that that would not do well financially. If they did, it would be terrible. StarCraft doesn't even make sense. StarCraft doesn't make sense.
It makes more sense than 40k.
Neither of their warfare and StarCraft or that works that way. The only factions that are slightly mothball-y is like the Tyranids and the Zerg. The rest don't behave like that. Also,
I think it might actually be Age of Sigmar if Nagash is in Total War Warhammer 3 Caesar.
That would be so
GW
bad.
might be pressuring them to make Sigmar. You know what? He makes a good point.
No, GW can't pressure them. Like, GW literally doesn't have any power over them in that regard. Creative Assembly isn't beholden to GW, they're beholden to Sega. And Sega don't give two shits. I'll tell you that right now. Sega don't give two shits. Sega only cares about profitability. Because Sega is the one being able to is the only one who's put the pressure on Creative Assembly and is basically forcing them to make Medieval 3. But I don't know if they're forcing them, but they're heavily pushing them to. They're also heavily pushing them to only work on Total War games. They were probably also behind them working on the Warcore engine. Because Sega is really annoyed with Creative Assembly. So much so that they've really put the foot down on them. Like, they're squishing them pretty hard. Sega tossed Relic to the trash bin and was like, Relic, you're unsalvageable. And they said, Creative Assembly, you're salvageable. But, like, we're going to fucking squish you because you've been a bad little kitty. They're like, because they're getting squished, you know? Kib CA told the fans to piss off when they told them what they want. Also, Kibs, they wouldn't do that because it would be dumb. No, I'm not saying that, Ludex. You stupid fucking chatfish. He's like, what the fuck? Again, listen in. Get Q-tips and get the peanut butter out of your ears. So, to reiterate, because you're literally deaf, It's not that Creative Assembly wants to. It's that Sega has the fucking pushing power to determine what happens. It's not Creative Assembly. Creative Assembly don't fucking care. Sega. Just like literally the reason why all those little fucking awful Creative Assembly games got canceled, Ludex, you little dingus, was literally because Sega put the pinch on them. Oh my god. I don't think GW has any pull. The only one I think that has pull is Sega. I hate that you used abbreviations for all that. Whoever was judged is just shame. Oh my god, you big baby. You're the biggest baby today, Voluntas. Look at you, big baby fish. Now, did you get in queue to get your charity fish, you big baby? Make sure it's a big baby with a big bib. He's like, fuck. That's right.
Big baby.
Sassy little fish. Gotta dip him in barbecue. He's like, wah. Kerplunk. I can't see Lord of the Ring honestly, or Warcraft. You can't? Okay, well, I think that's funny. Mostly because I've played Warcraft and Lord of the Rings Total War. Lord of the Rings Total War is way more popular and is one of the most popular. Here, I gotta educate you guys again. Fucking A. Come on, guys. Like, maybe I set the bar too high. I know I do all the research on this stuff and you guys are lazy. Make me do it. But I'll go do it because you're big babies. Like, we're not big babies, kid. We're just, it's like, yeah, big baby. Okay. Let's run through the popular fucking mods, right? Because this could probably determine what things are likely based on popularity. What does Sega care about? Do they care about Lord of the Rings or Warhammer? No. What do they actually care about? Potential sales, money. That's probably what the decision making is going to be based upon, if I had to wager a guess. Witcher is a bit too obscure, in my opinion. I just don't think it's something they'd choose. It's not to say that they wouldn't, but I just don't think they would choose to do Witcher. Or like Elder Scrolls. I mean, maybe Elder Scrolls. Maybe. Like,
That's actually, yeah, potentially.
Elder Scrolls it has the popularity numbers to show for it. Now, bear in mind that this page does change and update with what's currently popular, right? Now, right now, go figure, Medieval 3 was announced. Stainless Steel has risen to the top. What is Stainless Steel? It's literally just Medieval 2 plus. It's basically Medieval 2, but more historical and much more expansive. But what is the most popular fucking goddamn mod here? What's this? Divide and Conquer? Oh, what's that? A Lord of the Rings mod? What's the fourth most popular thing? Warcraft? Yeah. The thing is, these are pretty popular, and they've been consistently popular. The Warcraft one actually, I think, eclipses the Warhammer one. Oh, damn, Myth is up here. Man, I would kill for a Myth Total War, but we ain't getting that. Yeah, there's the Elder Scrolls one right there. And look at how many Lord of the Rings ones there are. Another Lord of the Rings one. Okay, so in second place, Lord of the Rings. In fifth place, Lord of the Rings. In sixth place, Lord of the Rings. In seventh place, Lord of the Rings. In eighth place, Lord of the Rings. All right? Like, I'm just saying there's a reoccurring pattern. If you combine all these Lord of the Rings mods together with their popularity, they would eclipse the current most popular mod by leagues. That's how popular Lord of the Rings is. That's why my money is mostly on Lord of the Rings. It would be the most sure, guaranteed way to make the most amount of money. Not to mention, Total War Till is about to launch its big Lord of the Rings mod called Dawnless Days. For Total War Till, Dawnless Days. Dawnle. You know what? Fuck it. I got to do all the research, chat, because my job, you're just lazy little fishes. Like, lazy little fishes. All right, so hold on, chubbies.
They just slow blink at you.
I'll go and get it so you guys fucking know. I'll educate you. Now let's see what the game was. Dawnless Days. Oh my god. Okay. I'm really bad at navigating this sometimes, so I don't really know which one's which. But meh. It should show what like the father mod is, doesn't it? It doesn't show the father mod in here. Well, here's one of the sub mods for it. Fuck, I couldn't find the base mod. But look at the detail on this shit. Do you have any idea? Do you have any inkling of an idea how dedicated the Lord of the Rings modders are? Let me explain something real quickly to you, Chatfish. Sit on my little lap while I tell you a fucking story. There are some settings that have some of the most amazing and incredible mod teams. Let me name a couple settings that have some of the most amazing mod teams I've ever seen in my fucking life. Firstly, and obviously, number one, Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is king. It has been king and is still king. The mods for Lord of the Rings, or like things that convert it into Lord of the Rings, are so incredibly advanced and sophisticated and so richly detailed. It's insane. Genuinely. And nothing quite compares in terms of settings. The second, in terms of Total War, would be, or I guess in strategy games as a whole, would be like Star Trek. Star Trek has autism, so much autism, it just blows my mind away. Genuinely fucking nuts. And then fucking thirdly, oh fuck, like, what's the name of that thing? My name just be the Star Wars modders. Holy Christ, those people are also insane. Star Wars, Star Trek, and Lord of the Rings. The three big, massive ones. There are other modders, but nobody compares to those three groups. For whatever reason, those three groups have a tendency to be in almost every space and be modding some of the most incredible mods I've ever seen. For example, Star Trek Armada 3 for Cities of Solar Empire is one of the best mods for a space RTS I've ever seen in my life. Divide and Conquer is one of the Third Age mods and stuff like that is one of the best mods I've seen for like Medieval 2. Just ever. And for Star Wars Empire Wars mods for the extended universe are fucking mind-blowing. Genuinely mind-blowing. Like in terms of how rich and detailed they are. It's fucking beautiful is what it is. Absolutely. And so that's what I'm talking about when it comes to these mod things. That's why I'm mentioning what's popular. Now, you might be right. They might do like Dragon Age. You might be right. They might do something else. Entirely possible. Entirely possible, chat. I could totally see it. But here's the thing, right? When it comes down to it, I think that they're going to choose, and the reason why they're going to choose, and this is based on my logic and Sega's, and my understanding of what Sega and Creative Assembly both want. They want profitability. And what are things that are going to gain profitability? Now, Warcraft, it's one of those settings where it's still powerful today, but it's not what it used to be. Hence why I'm like, like Warcraft would be more likely than others, but honestly, I put Warcraft on the same level of a Game of Thrones one. They're about equally possible, but not crazy. Even Elder Scrolls, right? About the same level. They're kind of all equal. Warcraft used to be like top dog, but, you know, its glory days has long since passed her. But my big money is on one of the most big and most profitable, and one of the most largest fantasy settings of all time. Lord of the Rings. My second theory on in terms of originality would be mythology Total War. A Total War game set in mythologies, where you have various mythologies fighting in a fantastical world, and it's Creative Assembly's own thing. You got Chinese gods fighting Greek gods, Japanese gods fighting Norse gods fighting Egyptian gods, fighting Aztec gods, or something like that. Maybe. Possibly. That's what I would think would be cool, too. That would be refreshing, because it would catch me out. That would catch me left field. Also, I'm a big fan of mythology, so I think it'd be cool. They would have to go to the token estate to get Lord of the Rings correct? Yeah, easily. I mean, do you know how easy that is? It's Creative Assembly. They could easily get that. Remember, if you're not some, how do I put it, schmuck, Sega and big publishers like EA were able to, well, not Sega, sorry. EA was able to negotiate with Tolkien Estate to get them to produce Lord of the Rings games. They could have renewed the licenses for those movie games easily, but EA's lazy as fuck. And EA didn't want to go through the hoops and hurdles to redo the licenses for the Lord of the Rings movie licensed games or spin-off games like Battle for Middle-earth and stuff like that. Which is nonsensical because they would still print money today. But they're stupid. They don't care about trickling profits. The only thing EA thinks about is big blockbuster sales numbers, right? And so, again, when I think about it logically, right? And maybe I'm crazy, Chad. Maybe I'm a crazy guy. But, like, if I was Creative Assembly or Sega, and I was like, what fantasy Total War should we make? We made Warhammer Fantasy. All right. Warhammer Fantasy's popular, but it honestly wasn't, like, the best choice in terms of, like, sales. It's big, but it's not as good as it could be. And when I think about, like, what would be the biggest what would be the most surefire way to make a shit ton of money? And I mean a fucking metric shit ton. Lord of the Rings. It's just easy. Lord of the Rings. It would print so much fucking money. And they could be cancerous about it too. Like they could launch it and be like, okay, you can play as the Rohirrim, you can play as Isengard, you can play as Gondor, you can play as Mordor, which is the big faction, right? But if you want to play as, Dol Amroth, fork over $20. It's like, fuck. Of course Dol Amroth would be $20. Because Dol Amroth is fucking cool. Or you want to play as, Angmar, $30. Go fuck yourself. You want to play as Rude, $50. That's what I would expect them to do. Also, the one thing is I think Lord of the Rings Total War would be much easier to make. Yes, the cities would have to be handcrafted. However, the map and the detail that Tolkien's universe has makes making the world a lot easier. It's not as scattershot as Warhammer Fantasy. What I mean by that is Warhammer Fantasy is sort of spread out over multiple books and stuff. And somebody who enjoys Warhammer Fantasy, I know that. It's just spread wide. And so it's very difficult to figure out where certain things are or what certain things do. Because you have to read multiple pieces of media. Or hire a lore expert to actually sort it. And they have to know what they're doing. What is it, Chumpus?
Oh, I posted something that's very appropriate.
Let me take a squeak peek. Squeak peek. There's squeak peek. Nothing interesting happening in the Dawn of War 4 server. You posted it here?
In stream room.
That's pretty good. Is that the hopium? The mouth is cursed and I hate it. But yeah, that's pretty damn close. That's how I feel about Half-Life. That's how I want to feel about Medieval 3. Like, oh,
I did see a new Half-Life 3 rumor.
Yeah, what's that?
That Valve's gonna make an announcement on December 11th.
December 11th is going to be some big announcements. We're going to plan a fireside chat that day. And if I stream and there's nothing to talk about, then it's bad. It's... But yes, Lord of the Rings doesn't have 30,000 books that cover 30,000 different cities. It has, 4 books in total, the official thing and the Silmarillion. And that's kind of it. And that alone has enough detailed descriptions about each city. Versus Warhammer Fantasy, one book might talk about Altdorf and a village. And nothing else. And one book might even briefly mention another city. And nothing else. Yes, it's not changed very much, but the amount of media you need to read in order to comprehend the setting in each city is monumental by comparison, Commissar. 4 books versus 60. It's fucking nuts. And that's not even including the cities of the Bretonnians, or the Wood Elves, or the Skaven, or the Italians, or the Astalians, or the Ulthwad region, or literally Lustria or anything else. Each is a book unto itself, which is impressive. But it's a nightmare to organize and a nightmare to get through, especially when you need to disseminate this information to a creative team. Because you have to think, use big thinkies. You have to basically okay, so we got to read this and then we got to disseminate it to the team. There's bureaucracy, right? When I write lore on a spaceship or like a city or something in our setting, right? I have to disseminate that lore to my artists. And then we have to have a back and forth until they nail the idea down right. And then if it has sound effects, I have to have that same thing with Robert. And we have to go back and forth. Like, how do barrier shields work? What do they sound like? And it's back and forth, until we nail it down. And so now imagine that, but now spread across a team of 100 plus people. Oh, a mess. Hence why you get so many cities. Total Warhammer has no unique cities. It doesn't have any unique cities. And the reason for that is entirely because of what I just talked about. It's too much work and too much hassle and too much resources to make these custom cities. And so instead of doing them justice, they just gloss over them. It's not a good thing. It's not like an excuse for them, mind you. They should have done it. It's a failing on their part. Because Warhammer Fantasy, much like Lord of the Rings, has detailed descriptions about its cities, and they're really cool. And the unfortunate part is Creative Assembly is just lazy. Now, if they did the same thing for Tolkien's universe, it would not be able to fly. It would not. You can't have regurgitatable cities, especially considering that almost all the cities on Middle-earth have detailed descriptions. Not only do they have detailed descriptions on how they look, but like Lord of the Rings is not a setting that is as forgiving with slop, right? I hate to say this, and no offense to those of you who like Games Workshop stuff, but GW fans usually will gobble up whatever fucking drivel that GW will slop out. And they might moan about it like, as they spend like thousands of dollars on like a new plastic Space Marine army. Like, I'm sorry, but the reality is, like, they incentivize that behavior. And so it got away because, well, most people don't give a damn. People who buy Games Workshop stuff don't care. And those that do care, which most of you guys are actually a part of that, you're too few in number to make a difference. That's sad. There's a little Greek fish. Grab him. He's like, whoa. He screams, cries out in agony. His little fins flailing around. But yeah, so that's like the thing there. But yeah, that's my theory. That's my Kim theory. My big bet is it's a Lord of the Rings Total War. I think it would be a huge W. No, hold up. Back up there, Kim. You're getting ahead of yourself. I think it has huge potential to sell incredibly well. And that mostly has to do with the modding community. I'm using that to gauge interest here, by the way. And so that's the metric I'm operating by. Which, again, it might not be a good indicator. But I think I think it is, considering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the top mods are Lord of the Rings mods. You know what I mean? That's kind of nuts, if you ask me. Now, it could be Game of Thrones because it's recent and it's popular. It could be Warcraft, but like Warcraft is kind of... Don't get me wrong. A Warcraft 4 Frozen Throne style RTS would be, for Total War, would be incredible. But like Warcraft, it's not as popular anymore. It's not as surefire. Game of Thrones is relatively, in the zeitgeist. It's kind of like starting to fade a little. Witcher, I just don't see it being Witcher. I don't know. Not entirely sure. Not entirely sure. But yeah, so that's the big thing.
That Witcher as well. Also, chat, there's Hugo Fugi.
Kill him. He's like,
It's a lot of swings and misses. Like, this is one of the better chances.
If they continue to miss him, I'll put a bounty on myself. But Kim, you play for your membership, then I win. He's like, That's right, I boost our own channel and help you emojis because I sacrifice for the chatfish. Oh, nice little drink. Wait, someone agreed Hugo? Sadly, no. He's still a gray little fuck. So, man, I just don't expect to see his name. Like, he is so fucking slippery. I don't think anybody can land on him. Temporal Singularity. Thank you for the gift of memberships from Polymathy. Temporal Singularity 4264 received a membership. Stuart 2517 received a membership. Druce Fidley received a membership. And DH Scott Forever, great name, received a membership. Wi-Fi 7162. Some of these names are just terrible. Why would you call yourself that?
Yeah.
Why do you add random
I also
numbers?
want to point. So, there's also a bounty on VFT.
Yep.
That's
That's
at max
so
tier.
slippery. Has Decompresso been hit yet?
I don't know. Are we gonna start a third bounty?
No, I wasn't going to start a third bounty. I was going to basically say that Hugo Fugi's bounty is also a Decompresso. So whoever wins
So if
Hugo...
you hit either or.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, if he's still gray.
I think if we see he's gray, then that applies. If not...
Yep, that's what I'm thinking. Decompressor, are you in chat? Sound off if so. I'm going to do that because that'll increase the chances. Because I'm starting to feel genuinely guilty about getting all these memberships and not having handed out any prizes, dudes. Like, I'm going to start losing sleep over this shit, so...
At this point, Hugo's going to end up feeling bad himself and green himself like he did last time.
God damn it, Hugo. Don't do it. Don't do it because you might get hit. Listen, I'm going to put it on Decompresso as well because it'll double the odds, all right? It'll double the odds
No,
for
wait.
them to win.
I know what'll actually happen with Hugo.
Ah,
He'll
Decompresso.
feel bad, so he'll gift a few couple himself and he'll hit himself.
Somebody, if you see Decompresso in Discord, poke him and tell him pop in chat so we can see how he's doing. Also see if he's gray, so we can use him for bounty. Decompresso is in the chat, and she isn't denying being female, so I refuse to call her a he. See, I wish Decompresso was female, because Decompresso behaves like a good woman. But unfortunately, I think
So do
Decompresso's a
you.
dude. He's a needy little femboy is what he is. Degenerate. Oh, nice and cold. Feels good on the throat.
Griffin gifts a membership.
Lands on Mithrin.
He's attempting to snipe.
He did. He just killed Mithrin instead. Thank you for the gifted membership. But yeah, Chatfish. All right, I want to hear what you guys think. What do you think the unannounced Total War will be fantasy-wise? And tell me why you think it is. My money's on Lord of the Rings. Okay? God, I feel like I know what I'm talking about. But who knows? Maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe I don't know shit. I guess we'll find out. Jesus. Like, oh man, it's just, like, when I think about it, it's like the only thing that makes sense to me. Wait, why was this got announcement on December 2nd? Did they update this mod? Please, Christ. Please, Christ.
Griffin gifts another membership.
Slightly working edition? Fuck, they didn't.
Floyal is upset and says, a femoid.
What?
Watch us both be rolling kibs. Cesar, what if it's... Okay, so they're doing a historical one. So it's probably not another historical.
Yeah, no.
I don't think they
The
do
second
two
one's
back-to-back.
supposed to be a fantasy Total War, by the way.
Okay, so...
So what?
Elder Scrolls
fantasy-
would be neat,
It would be. Elder Scrolls
but I
is a cool
don't
set.
think it'd be that. Because I don't think Bethesda's interested in allowing them to. Unless they pay Bethesda a lot of money.
True. An Elder Scrolls Total War would be cool. That would still be a big W.
It won't be Myth, but I would love Myth.
Oh my god, I'd kill for it to be Myth. But no, it's not going to be Myth. Myth is far too obscure. It is literally 0% chance. Oh fuck. I'm sorry, the Orange Man. I got so sidetracked in my conversation, I missed your milestone, buddy. I apologize. Let me get that. Orange Man has been a member for 19 months. He says, will your game have romance options? When will there be a demo? Also, I am 6 months from being a certified accountant. Wish me luck. Go Catfish. All right, man. Good luck with becoming an accountant. Hope it works out. Romance? Honestly, like, how do I put it? Like, I don't know. Maybe. Well, I'm not sure. Okay, like romance is something that I could see being a potential in our setting, but I'm very focused on like the story and the world building right now. It's like my core focus. I don't think
I
romance
don't
is a focus
think
of our setting.
It would really fit in.
Yeah, because I don't know about optional romances, but like maybe there is. Like characters falling in love is nothing out of the ordinary. It's perfectly natural. Like that's more than likely probable, especially if you have two genders next to each other. Usually they're going to attract and then they're going to make babies. You know, biology and shit. It's like biology. So who knows? But my game isn't really themed after being like a dating sim kind of game.
Oh, Polly makes a good point.
What?
And Kibbs, you might have had a monkey Paul moment there. It could be Lord of the Rings. And it's based off of stuff from Amazon.
They wouldn't. They couldn't. See, if they did, okay. So theoretically, see, I say they wouldn't because I genuinely hope to Christ they don't. But theoretically speaking, if they did, right? If they did, the issue is that it failed. Like Rings of Power already failed. Like nobody talks about it. It's completely fucking evaporated. It was a
problem is
it was a pump and dump, and it genuinely collapsed. And when I look at Sega, and again, my logic hinges on Sega, because Sega wants profits and profitability, and Sega is gonna have seen that flop, and they're gonna be looking at numbers, and they're gonna be like, I want money. And Creative Assembly, you owe me my money. Where's my fucking money? is what Sega is saying right now. I want my fucking money. So what would I, as Sega, what would I want Creative Assembly to do? What would I authorize them to do? What would I push them to do? I would push them to produce whatever's the most profitable and make them as profitable as possible. And so that I can get my fucking money out of this little company that's been fucking burning money like it's fucking funny. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm not very good. I've heard nothing but praise. You're fucking with me, you fuck. You're fucking
Wheel of
with
Time.
me.
He's talking about Wheel of Time.
Wheel of Time? Oh, Wheel of Time. I've never heard good things about Wheel of Time. Only bad things. But that was because
No,
of the
the
TV
TV
show.
show. He's talking about the books.
Yep, and the only thing I've ever heard about was the TV show.
Also, Rifford, $10 more gets you a pocket fish on StarCraft. Because that's what my choice has been.
The books are good? Yeah, probably. I mean, I would assume so if it got a video game and also got, what you call it, that thingamajig.
It was a
TV
Wheel
show.
of Time video game?
Yeah, I have it on GOG. I got it on sale a long time ago. Pretty sure. Yeah, right there. Wheel of Time video game.
Is that a woman?
Yeah, it's a woman.
Disgusting.
With boobies. With boobies. Yeah, it was made on the Quake engine, if I remember right. I bought a bunch of old games.
So like the
that
original
looked neat.
Half-Life.
Well, no, it's on the Quake engine, I'm pretty sure, not Half-Life, you fucking mongoloid. But yeah, that's
The
what it
original
looks
Half-Life was on the Quake engine. It was a modified Quake engine.
like. No, it's changed. Shut
Yeah.
the fuck up, Chumpus.
The original Half-Life.
Chumpa,
It
chumpa.
was.
Pour gasoline on Chumpus and light him on fire.
The Source engine is basically a fork of a Quake engine.
Yes, I know that. I just said it's not basically the fucking Quake engine, though. It's changed.
Nah,
This
basically
is
the same.
not. Oh my god, just fucking kill you. Just fucking kill Chupa.
The same thing.
Rifford snipes again and lands on mouse states and pocket marmots. He's going for the bounty. Thank you for the gifted membership. Oh god, I think the fever is coming back again. Fuck. I hate it when my head's hot.
Well, on the plus side, Kibbs, you can
Doesn't matter.
you don't have we can get
I'm-
sleep later.
Yep, I'm gonna stream the 8 hours though, so we stay in the habit. Don't break habits if you can help it, because getting back into habits is a pain.
Some of your habits you need to break.
Writing lore. See, I stayed up all late last night because I didn't feel good. So I wrote lore until the sun came up. And I wrote some good stuff. You read it, right? Embers of Fear updates? You
I didn't
read
get a chance to read it yet, no, because
it. Yeah, added stuff.
I woke up at 8 a.m. to go to work.
I think it's really starting to flow well. There's only just some character things I need to work out a bit. And I'm getting pretty excited because the next part I'm going to work on is an action sequence. And honestly, I really enjoy writing action sequences. I hope Chatfish like them. They're
Yeah,
just fun.
Are you done editing, like typing it? Do you want me to do an edit pass?
No, I'm not done with it yet. I mean, you can edit it, but like I'm not done with it.
Then I'll probably wait till read it.
The
till you're done.
Decompresso's dealing with something, so let's let her deal with it first. Kill Decompresso. Kill. I believe. Welcome, stream Terrorfish. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Chatfish tastes like chicken. No, that wasn't what I was
Interesting.
saying.
That's not what you're saying at all. Also, chat, the only reason I'm here is a kind of a funny story.
Yeah, tell us now.
Kind of funny. So basically, I'd scheduled off like a long while ago for today because like I was gonna have a dentist appointment, and I was like, okay, this way I don't have to like worry about any issues of like scheduling, or like I can just do that and then just come home and like not worry about work. But I didn't realize when I'd scheduled that I'm supposed to work an extra shift today on these days, and it's in the morning shift. So I had to cancel my dentist appointment because of how early my shift started. And if I hadn't had off, I would have worked probably 12 plus hours today.
Jesus. Nope, memberships aren't broken yet. Oh, Jesus. Pod's drops 10 memberships, followed by River with a 1 membership. It lands on Kemptroid, Salawu, Max Crowley, Scott Lloyd, Red Vase, Cesante, I can never pronounce the name right, Lobungle, Wow Aloria, Scotty No, I'm Just Bill, and Falco. Good job, and thank you for your generous gifted memberships. Very generous. Well, it's getting there. That's true. You guys are getting you guys gotta be hitting that fucking bounty at some point.
You also need to activate Rifford's. Chatfish.
Genuinely, I'm actually almost angry. You guys haven't got it yet. Fuck.
Fury's Revenge Bucketfish for Granch, and the rest for Chatfish Charity.
Wow.
Very generous.
Bunch of getting presents, I see. Memberships are going just as intended, not hitting the blessed fish. Death to Sturha. Death to Sturha. Death. So yeah. When it comes back to Fantasy Total War, what was Chatfish saying? What was their suggestions? We didn't actually read them, so what did they say? Man, I really wish Myth Total War would get updated. I'm so sad. So sad about it.
Okay, so let's see. Fury's Revenge and Green Branch. Alright, that does fund some of the Chatfish Charity, but we have more in queue. Are you excited for Medieval 3, Kibs? Asked Toad Federation. Missed the earlier stream.
I am cautiously optimistic. Mostly because it's under new leadership. And leadership that has seniority dating back to Medieval 2. I did research into some of the personnel names. The big thing is the game director has history dating back to Medieval 2 and has a long 20 years of service in Creative Assembly. And he's finally been working his way up into a higher position. This is his first time being a game director. Final Fantasy Total War? I incredibly doubt that. I don't think that would sell well at all. Yeah, because I'm just thinking about profitability. But again, you could be right. Like, I don't fucking know. But when I think of mods, I think like it's got to be something popular. It's got to be something that'll sell, because Creative Assembly must want money. Ooh, that didn't feel good. I'm sad about that. Now my tummy hurty. Very sad. Maybe Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't know. I just don't see that as being super popular. Maybe I just don't know. Maybe because I didn't play those games. But yeah, Medieval 3 I'm cautiously optimistic for. There was a lot of things I liked about what I read. But again, you know, it's just words. It's a lot of promises and ambition and stuff, which is everything I read I liked, except for the console stuff. Not a big fan of that. But if they leave it to Feral Interactive and that's what they mean, then I don't have any beef. But if they're designing it specifically with consoles in mind, then I have beef. Then I have big beef. Big fucking beef. Because it means that the PC version is going to be shafted. And then I'll be genuinely pissed off. And then I'll scream. I will be angry. I will make loud noises. Because anytime that happens, historically it's been bad. Supreme Commander 2. Like, literally. You know, it's just, fuck. Oh. Like, no. No. I guess it's time to annoy Kim's avatar, Total War. Every charge to Airbender. I mean, the thing is, possible, right? It is popular. There is an avatar mod for this, I'm pretty sure, for Medieval 2. It is relatively popular. It would sell. I just don't know if it would produce big bucks. You know
So the question is, we're all making assumptions here that it's a fantasy setting, as in some other companies or group's IP. That
it might be their own.
Not?
Yeah, that's what I said. It could be Total War Mythologies or something like that.
What if it's just generic fantasy?
They just don't want to deal with licensing anymore. I mean, who knows? They'll save them so much money. They can invest that back in the game if they wanted to. They have a stainless steel mobile mod? What the fuck? That's wild, dude. The mobile version has mod support. What the fuck? That's so weird. We live in an age of unprecedented power and glory for modding and independent creation. It's fucking baffling. Holy shit.
Says, if it's a custom IP, I'd be down for it. It's also a big question, actually, thinking about it.
I'd want to know who was writing it, right? Because if it's a custom IP, that could be cool. Something refreshing,
Dave
something
the
new.
intern is writing it.
Damn. But what if Dave is like a prodigy? Nobody gave him a chance, but Dave finally got it. What's Medieval 3 I'm here about? Well, it's Medieval 3 Total War was announced. Chat bitches. Like, fuck, he caught his bitches. Which I went through this stuff, which again, it was, you know, it's all good things. But again, the issue is that I don't see anything yet. I like what I'm seeing or hearing. I like what I'm reading. But I have
my
concerns.
biggest concern, though, is with this new engine. How moddable is it going to be? Or are they going to try to make it... Are they going to actually
I talked
account
about
for modding?
that. So the big thing
Okay.
is the recent Warscape engine has been a disaster because they continue to try to restrict it so they can't mod the maps and stuff. The one thing I basically said is if this new game director is pushing the game in a positive and better direction, we should be vocal. We should be like, hey, if you really want to put Total War back on the map again, unlock the modding and map editing and campaign editing tools. Like, create a mod pack so that people can make overhaul mods for Medieval 3. Make Medieval 3 as timeless as Medieval 2. Like, I genuinely want to see Medieval 3 eclipse Medieval 2. I want to see it eclipse it like, you know, the rising of the sun, you know? Like, just like, whoa, it just roars over the fucking ocean. It's like, whoa. You know what I mean? That's what I want. Maybe a Total War with a modern setting. Oh my god. Like, possibly, but like, it's just like the 40K or Star Wars people that want like Total Wars. The issue with Total War and its formula is that it doesn't actually render itself well to modern warfare. Because if you know anything about 40K or Star Wars, they don't operate in line formations. I know the movies might look like they do sometimes, right? But if you actually know the lore, the books, or the games, they usually move in squads and based in modern military tactics, which means that you're not going to get a Total War game. You're going to get some squad-based game. And it won't feel like Total War. It'll feel weird. Is Kim's going to play games tonight? Or is he head stuffy? You thinking properly? I don't know. I was thinking about playing games, but like, to be honest with you guys, like, I don't feel very good. Like,
I'll play games.
Like, I feel like I'm gonna, like, I ate a little bit of that onion ring burger I made, and, like, I'm not feeling really good, guys. I feel like I'm gonna puke. But I'm not thinking about it too much, because I'm trying to focus on just not thinking about it, and just
Well, if
drinking
you want
this
something to
cold
focus
water.
on, check Streamlabs.
We can just keep drinking it. 1 second. Ace King donates $20, says Mud for Gabe. Very generous, Ace King. Did you get your chatfishes to your Ace King, by the way? You little lurker? He's like, no, I didn't. Kill me, better give me one or I'll kill myself. It's like, damn.
He's
just
$10 away from just buying one.
Well, he can enter for a charity one. He doesn't have to buy one if he doesn't want to. He can put that 20 towards it. I want to make sure that everybody gets a chatfish this year, so they're on the banner. I want the banner to include all my chatfishes.
What about for their fantasy setting? The new game. Total War mixers.
Our setting? It would be cool. Like, of course it'd be cool. Of course I'd say it'd be cool. It's my setting. Like, seeing the terrestrian setting in a Total War game would be fucking awesome. But that's not going to happen in a million years.
And they just steal mechanics from Terrestrial War.
What? You just said if it was my setting in their fucking thing.
Yeah. But you said terrestrial. And I said, and then they just steal mechanics from Terrestrial War.
How would they steal? It's a video game adaptation. You stupid little chumpus. In fact, if they're not borrowing ideas from the fucking mainline setting, then they're fucking just making shit up. And then at that point, they're not even making the thing. But yeah, that would be cool. But, like, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. We're more likely to make our own than they are. Also, I don't really trust Creative Assembly with my setting to be... Not to be mean, but, like, they have to earn that. Not that they would work on it anyways, but you know
Celeste
what I mean.
becomes Black Woman.
Oh.
You don't need no man.
Oh. Oh, that'd be terrible. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, I don't like random revisions and retcons. You guys already know how I feel about that stuff. I like to stay to the original vision of things, even if the original vision is flawed. Like the Mass Effect Void Energy plot, I know it's not the most popular plot with people, but I think it's better than what we got by a lot. And honestly, I would rather them stick to the original foundations. You know, we were Celestis and shit. God damn it, Chatfish, you are either gonna really like her character or you're gonna just hope she burns in hell. When you guys see Embers of Fear, you're gonna be like, I fucking hate that little white haired bitch. And I'm like, damn, work just as intended. Just like, what the fuck? Oh, they get mad. Like,
And then she
deaf.
war crimed all over the place. Very,
Start
very Hitlery.
throwing rocks at her like Chatfish are mad. Like, just fucking roided out. Little bulgy Chatfish muscles.
Kibbs is getting homoerotic again, chat.
Oh, bulgy muscles because they're angry. They're tense. They're eggy little fishes. Like, imagine a chatfish that's roided out and has these muscly fucking fins. Like, fins on a fish are supposed to be like wafer thin. So, like,
The
a
only thing
muscly fin sounds so stupid.
The only thing I can picture is the roided out Lyak.
Damn. Oh, wait, no, that's not the Beto one.
No, that's the one Carlos did.
Yeah, the roided out Lyak was quite cursed. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I can't wait to show Chatfish things. What? What?
Florio Pog fishes and says Kibrotica.
Have you never seen the Can You Even Swim, Bro meme? Damn. I feel like that's like a clip of a little raft that fell over in the ocean and there's people in the water spinning around. I saw one of those videos once where one of those little raft things, I'm not going to say anything more, but a raft fell over. People, like, when they landed in the water, they drowned, and it was sad because, you know, I feel bad when people drown. But
Okay,
like,
I found a thing.
But like when they landed in the water, they just like rolled around in it, and like, what the fuck are you doing? Swim, just fucking swim. What are you doing? And they're like, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, what the? Like, there are genuinely adults that don't know how to swim. If you found that clip, I'm not playing that.
It's not a clip.
It better not be from the thing I'm talking about.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Good. Oh my fucking god. Dude, what the fuck? That is a roided out chatfish. Bro, do you even swim? Oh my god, look at that muscly chatfish. It's all buff as fuck. The chatfish ladies love it. Tummy not feeling good. Maybe I shouldn't have ate that burger.
I mean, sick and eating an onion burger sounds like a terrible idea.
It tasted so good. Actually, no, it didn't. My memory of what it tasted like before tasted good. When I took a bite of it, it kind of tasted gross. I mean, that's why I'm not enjoying it. Because I can't taste anything. It's just kind of like I don't taste anything. Like, I've got this, like, soda water here. Or soda water. It's a soda in a cup. But all I can taste is the bubbles. You know what I mean? Just like, no, we don't, bro. Yeah, this just turned out to be a Fireside Plus is what this stream turned out to be. My intention was to stream something. That money, by the way, I spent some of my free spending money. I spent it on GOG because I wanted to support them. Because I like GOG. So what I did is I gave GOG, I donated 10 of my Kib Choice dollars, by the way. Go ahead and mark that down. And I donated it to GOG. GOG's also adding the entire Total War collection, but I'm not going to get those. The other one I got were the older games because, you know, they'll run better here than they will on Steam. Who knows? Maybe they'll patch Total War Attila so that it runs better. Who knows? Genuinely. But yeah, it's good to see Creative Assembly putting their games on GOG. I'm happy. GOG, I want to see GOG improve. I just don't feel good. I feel icky, chat. I need you to rub my belly. Okay. Okay. That's an inhabitant of Innsmouth. What the fuck are you talking about? This is clearly Rapier's fault. Damn, chatfish are chubby. Chubby little fishes. Oh. No, that game, Anachronox. Do not think about that sock quest. Oh my god, do not. That was not a good idea. That was very... Ooh. Ooh, that does not help the tubby. Diggler just $5. It does Kib dream of Chatfish plapping those cheeks? No, I don't. Yes, Kibbs does. No, I don't. Conus Fick, thank you for the donation. No, though sometimes when I was laying in bed, when I had a really bad fever when I was sick today, or was it yesterday? I remember rolling around and going, Chatfish, Chatfish. And I started screaming Chatfish. And I think my neighbors heard it. Because I just started, I was mad. I was like, Chatfish. And I was like, wait a minute. Why am I... Like, at first I started saying Chatfish while rolling around because my tummy hurt. And I was thinking about Chatfish for stream. And then I started just saying stuff out loud. And then I just was talking out loud. So that was bad. But fortunately, I realized I was doing that, and I stopped. Is this one of those things where you just do it, and you're like, why am I doing that? What's happening? It's fucking awful.
How did we get here, chat?
Chatfish just everywhere. So, yeah. Ooh. Okay, you know what? Let's take a look at one of those Total Wars we downloaded. How about that? Huh? How about that? Let's look at the original Total War. It's a GOG. Oh my god, it's gonna run like such ease. Could not get the data. Never mind. We'll just look at the pictures, chat. Okay, maybe I don't want to play that. Oh my god, that looks so crusty.
Yeah, I don't think you do.
Oh my god, that looks so fucking crusty. Yeah, those Total Wars were before my time. Oh my fucking god. They're just a bit on the crusty side, aren't they? They're a bit on the crusty side, chat. Like crusty. It's like trusty. Trusty little chatfishes. I got Robe 1 chat. Oh my god, those PNGs are so fucking tiny. They look so big, but they're so small. Just the tiniest pictures I've ever seen. There's it. Was this for the mobile version? Fucking lord. Peak Total War. Kib's sick playing a game that requires big thinkies. I gotta reboot GOG. That's why I think I can't download any of those games. It's probably a bug. Oh, 1 second.
I remember playing Shogun Total War, says Matt Blankenwalker.
Shogun 1? Oh my god, dude. Oh, those games are so fucking ancient. Those are so ancient, chat. They're so ancient. Ancient video game. Okay, switch screen back. I remember playing Shogun Total War, said Blankenbacher. Well, you're my little blanket fucker. He's like, blanket fucker. Oh yeah, Gamma. I wanted to download that. They had a
Might
new
have to talk
mod.
to Mamu.
I just don't want to play it when I'm sick, because last time I played a stalker game, I had a horrible illness last year. It was hell. It was, I think, the worst memory I have of ever being sick. I don't know if you guys remember those Stalker 2 streams, dudes, but like, holy fuck. Genuinely. There's never been a time in my life where I thought I was going to die, but that was that time. I mean, there was the other time with the bear thing, but, you know, bears are scary. It's like, bears. Bears. Yes, Chatfish. Bears. Look at all that total crap. Get it? Total crap. Total war. Haha, I'm so funny. I'm so very funny, chat. Damn, you can't install it. Got that bug. Or wait, they're not out yet? Maybe that's why I can't install them. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I can't install them because I'm set to Steam version. Set to GOG version. No wonder why they weren't installing. Or wait. Yeah, now they can. See, look at that. We gotta switch it to Robe.
Kib's just a little goober.
I forgot how this works. Oh, we got Robe Alexander was garbage. Yes, chat. Let us try the first Total War ever made. It's gonna be bad, dude. It's like, it's not that it's a bad game. I'm saying that, you know, it's that's an old game. It's a game before Kibbs' time. Wait, oh, we can just download it. Oh my god, Shogun 1, fucking kill myself. It's gonna be terrible looking. Oh god, I don't even want to play this. But you know what? That's what's gonna make it funny. It's because we don't want to play it. That's what'll make it funny. My dad had it. I remember playing Sugar Tour. My dad had it. Your dad was destroyed. He's like, no, Daddy. Daddy's gone. Gibbs has now entered the phase 2 of the sickness. I don't know what that means. All I know is I can't wait to be better, chat. I can't wait to be better. I feel like these 6 streams are just not very good quality. I try, but like I feel like they're ass. You know? Like I lay in bed, I'm like, oh my god, I think I only made money today because people pitied me. And that's not a very good feeling to go to bed on, let me tell you. It's like, I just want to be better.
Well, Gibbs, don't worry. I can assure you, you don't need to worry that that's the case.
I don't care.
It's definitely the case.
Yeah, I know exactly. That's everyday Gibbs. Starts fucking crying. People want to give me money because they want to support me, not because they feel bad for me. Oh my god, Total War Kingdoms. That was genuine garbage. Oh my fucking god. That was the mobile Total War. It sucked so bad. That was a browser game. Cold water. Feels good. Actually, soda. But it tastes like water because I can't taste nothing. Oh my fucking god. I genuinely can't taste anything. Okay. We're going to play Shogun 1. Chatfish. This is going to be terrible. Well, it runs out of the box, I think. Or not. Maybe it doesn't. Oh my god. No, it doesn't.
Do you even swim just in the back?
Jesus. Also, I should make sure that I have none of those lower docks open. Don't. Well, chat, we tried booting the game up, but it didn't work. Let's go check the store page. We might have to get our Kim Bucks back for this one. Oh no. Add a public review is broken. I can't even hit play on it. Maybe it's actually loading. Turn-based strategy, TBS, but also RTS. It's a bit of a hybrid. Well, chat, that was Shogun 1, chat. I hope you enjoyed it. Chat, you was
Honestly,
pretty
the
sure.
series peaked at that game.
Look at that graphics, dude. Looks kind of like Myth Total War, doesn't it? Just a little bit.
Just maybe.
Look at that map. Look at that fucking map, Chuppets.
It's certainly a map.
Yeah, so the old Total War maps were basically like board games, where you moved things around this way. And it was kind of abstracted. And so each map was handcrafted. The Musashi map, the Hitachi map, and stuff like that. Because that's how it kind of operated back in the day. The series peaked with Medieval 1. Oh my god. This is some revisionist stuff. Jake, I've heard that from some people where like they're so anti-Total War now where they're like, Medieval 1 was the best Total War. And like, honestly, Rome 1 was ass. And it's like, okay. And it's like, Medieval 2 was also ass. Like, alright. Okay, I get that we're bad at creative assembly. I am too. But like, let's tone it down just a pitch. Yeah, but you don't understand. They had all the... Yeah, but they didn't have it as polished. There. Argument taken care of. We at them till they stopped. The in-game movies were funny? Well, we'll never know if they're funny because it don't load. Well, chat, let's try Medieval 1. Maybe our luck will go better with Medieval.
The first mistake was trying to get the Japanese one to work.
The Chad Europeans. Like just that they're like, bruh, I'm just a weeb. I'm a little fucking plaka weeb.
Rome 1 has too many Romans.
Oh, excuse me. God damn it. I got the burpees. Oh my god. Chad, I can't even install it. Fuck. I'm just going to crack this up to GOG being a little goofy today. Or BB goofy. I don't know.
So,
Can I
how much did you already DM me how much you spent on these?
Yeah, it was like $20. Well,
Okay.
the 10 extra is because I donated $10 to GOG's preservation program.
Okay, that's why the number is. Okay. Okay.
Yep, because I gave them $10, and it goes out of my Kim's choice. The reason why I did that was purely to support them, because I love the idea of video game preservation. And my only thing I left in the comments was my only regret is I can't get more because what GOG is actually doing for preservation is actually one of the best things ever. Your PC is probably too strong. You're probably right, but GOG is supposed to have patches and fixes so that it boots right out the door. That, or I might need to reboot something. This PC's been running for a while, so I'm not entirely sure, chat. All I can say for certainty is that it's a little bit borked. Chat's like, what do you mean a little bit borked, Kim? We're little fishes. That's true, you are little fishes. Look at you swimming around in the water. Swimming around in circles. Not realizing that you can only go in circles. Wow. Remember, if Chatfish spin enough in circles, right, counterclockwise or clockwise, it generates hydroelectric power that powers my computer. So that's why Chatfish must continually spin in circles. Or, well, swim in circles.
Chatfish powered.
Like, we could
Everything needs
literally
Chatfish
get
powered for
spaceship.
Kib.
Like, if water making a turbine spin generates power, then surely Chatfish generating a current, Chatfish powered things, more powerful than atomic power. Chatfish, like, all we do is we just put the Chatfish into the little turbine water thingy, right above the turbine, so it'll get sucked in and sliced up into pieces, and then we just fill the water full of fucking Mountain Dew, and then the Chatfish just sort of going, because they're so fucking high off Mountain Dew and shit. They're like, we're just going to crayon. Like, we just pour a little Coca-Cola in there, then we come back and they're just gone. It's like, oh, fuck, I forgot. Coca-Cola was acidic. It melted my chat. Oh, my God, that was like, okay, so I heard about this fucked up experiment. Oh, it hurts so bad, my ribs. Okay, what was I saying? I don't know about this fucked up experiment that some school did for their class where they'd pick a little fish and they'd put it in a cup of Coca-Cola. And then they would go home and they'd come back and the fish was gone. Because the fish dissolved in the Coca-Cola. So sad. Fishy Coca-Cola chat.
Yeah, I don't think that has anything to do with Coke. It's even if that is a true thing. That's not so much that Coke itself is just it's just that it's acidic.
Yeah, it ate the fishy.
Like you could do that with dissolve anything that's acidic.
Yep. Fishy went to heaven.
And who would have died because it wasn't in water anyways.
I bet the teachers eat the fish overnight. They just fucking swallowed it, dude. Like, gulp. Delicious. Delicious little fishy. Why would they do that, Plague? That's so fucking weird. I don't know, because it's weird, I guess.
He's thinking of Brazil. But it's a delicacy in there, I'm sure.
Ooh.
Coca-Cola soaked fish.
They killed
Goldfish.
our Chatfish brother, screams Mythic. Gibby Cola, screams Dead Glory. Plunging into the Coca-Cola, disintegrating. He's like, "Arr." Is that the new
This
Coke
is my
flavor?
bucket of cola. It was made for me.
Oh my fucking God. The forbidden Coca-Cola bucket. Not funny anymore. It hurts. Ooh. These coughs are getting really bad. The chest is so painful. Okay. I think I'm gonna sadly have to call it here, boys. Those coughs really don't feel good. And I feel
Yes,
like the
kid
more I
must
talk, it's the
go
more it's gonna happen. So,
lay down.
we couldn't stream for 8 hours, so I apologize for that, but we tried. Thanks for hanging out, chat. Jumpus will be conducting an after-stream hangout with the fishies for a bit, right? Won't you, Jumpus?
Maybe we'll do a Stargate or something, or a game, or we'll do something, chat.
Yeah, just go and have fun and hang out with Jumpus. Thank you for making the daily, and thank you for exceeding it. You guys, seriously, it helps a lot. Ooh, don't do this right now. Just talk normally. Okay. Thank you for helping with the daily chat. It helps a lot. I really am grateful. I will see you guys in tomorrow's stream. Hopefully, I'll feel better. I'm just gonna go lay down and just try to sleep this shit off some more. Take care, and take care of yourself, fishies. See you tomorrow.
See you.